Hey everyone, Sticks here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a short video on just how to time summoner spells, because recently I've realized there's a lot of people who don't know how to time summoner spells, and it is actually a huge advantage you can get in game. So I'm just going to quickly go through it. It's nothing too complicated, but basically what you want to do is, there's a few ways you can do it. I'll show you my preferred way of timing a spell. So if you're in a fight with an enemy, for example, and let's say they flash, obviously you can ping their flash, but that's a little bit more difficult. Usually I just peek at the clock and look at around about what time they flash. You don't have, as soon as they flash, you don't have to look. Maybe it's, you know, you can backpedal a little bit. So you go, okay, they flashed 10 seconds ago. You look at the clock. You know, when you're out of combat, you can look at the clock and be like, oh, it was about 10, 15 seconds ago. So I could be like, okay, it's about 3:40. And then all you've got to do is you just go do some mental, you know, a little bit of mental maths. A little bit of addition, not too hard. So you go, okay, flash is 5 minutes, 3 minutes 40. So I know it's 8 minute 40 flash. You type it in the chat. So if, for example, if it's the enemy top laner who flashed, I'll type 840 top F. And then what you want to do, this is really important, because I know there's a lot of people who type the time in, but what you want to do, this is super useful. And, you know, not even like all the high elo players do this. Most of them know about this. I think a lot of people are just really lazy. Is you want to click Control A, and then Control C. So you can hold down the control button, Control A, C, and that will, what Control A does is selects all of the text in the box, which you can't see the selection, so you just have to imagine it's there. Selects all of the text, and then Control C copies that text, and then when you click Enter, basically you can just Control V whenever you want, and it'll put that time back in there. And what this is really useful for is that if you want to time multiple summoner spells, so let's say they flashed it, you know, 8:40. Let's say you see them TPing. Right, so they TP now. You look at the clock, you're like, okay, 5:05-ish TP, whatever. The more accurate you can time, the better. But obviously, having a slightly less accurate prediction or a slightly less accurate timing is going to be better than having no timing at all. So, you know, you can sort of estimate, okay, but it was about 5:05, the enemy TP'd. You just Control V in the old time. I put a comma in because pressing comma space is pretty easy. So, and then I'd be like, okay, 5:05, it's a 6-minute cooldown. 11:05 top TP, and then you can just Control A C that again. So that's pretty much how easy it is. It's not very hard. You can time. You don't have to just time summoner spells. You can also time something like, for example, you could time like an ultimate ability. So you're like, okay, I know TF's ult's 3 minutes. You know, I see him ulting at 7:25 was about the time he ults. So I could be like 10:25 TFR. And then like something with a TF ult is you really want your team to know when his ult's up. So what you'll do is just every 30 seconds or when you're out of combat, just copy paste the time in and just tell your team, okay, this is on cooldown. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little guide video. I'm going to just be compiling a whole bunch of short little guide type stuff that I can put into a playlist. And then, you know, if you guys want to learn something, you can go into the playlist and just watch a bunch of videos, and hopefully you guys can learn something and just learn how to play like a challenger player. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.